You look so serious back there. Good morning. Today we are training full. Actually, welcome to the video. You need to go outside. Okay, come on. We are doing an updated week of workouts because it has been so long since we did one of these. So much has changed. We have so much to talk about. We're gonna talk more about it, but I recently started training for a half marathon, and not just to run the distance. I've run the distance before, but to actually race it, which is very scary for me to say out loud. Eventually this workout, we are training full body. We are doing a quickie dumbbell only full body workout. I am bundled up. I might be adding my sweater because we are gonna be doing it in the garage, which is not insulated. Right now, I am mixing up some Element. So Element is a science-backed electrolyte blend that contains all of the minerals you need without any of these sugar, artificial sweeteners, or ingredients that you don't. So huge thank you to Element for partnering with me on today's video. They have done an offer for our community where you will get a free sample pack with any orders. One thing that I've converted so many people on are their chocolate flavors, which I know sounds sketchy. Do not mix this with water. Mix it with milk or almond milk or oat milk. What I've been doing lately is I will heat up my oat milk, froth it in, and then make like a chocolate oat milk cappuccino. It's very, very good. So like I said, I will put that link down below. You can get a free sample kit to try all their flavors with any order. And like, please, if you do get the sample, definitely try making the chocolate cappuccino and let me know how it goes. So this is not an MLM. I am not trying to recruit you, but I am trying to convert you to a full body workout split. Today we are going dumbbell only. This workout will take just about 30 minutes and we'll be supersetting upper with lower body exercises so we can move more quickly without compromising on recovery. So first up, we've got a 2 down, 1 up squat. This is a great way to work up to a single leg squat. Feet are shoulder width apart, lowering down on 2, center your working foot, then rock and raise up. Reset between reps, lower down on 2, center your working foot, then rock and raise up. Now, this is a challenging exercise. Don't be deceived by the fact that we're using a bit of rocking. Next up, we're doing an alternating overhead press. So I like to think of my body kind of like a tripod when I'm setting up for these. My bum is one of the legs, and my other legs are obviously the 2 other legs. If this is a normal overhead press, what we're gonna do is press one side at a time, but while maintaining an active position with the non-working side. There are so many benefits of single side exercises from a core stability standpoint, but I find by keeping the non-working side active in that ready to go position, it also prevents you from cheating the range of motion and like twisting or shifting in order to get the weight up. You will fatigue more quickly, so don't go super heavy. About 90 degrees at the elbows. Exhale and press, pulling that belly button in, compressing your core to stabilize around the spine. The pants are coming off. So that was our first superset. We're now moving into superset number 2, or we'll be supersetting a deadlift with a row variation. Dumbbell deadlifts do bring different challenges as compared to barbell deadlifts. One thing I really like is that they challenge your core and upper body stability a lot more. So you're gonna find that a dumbbell deadlift really lights up your rear delts, your upper back, sitting back at the hips, staying vertical at the shins. Already feel that upper body working. Next up, we're moving into a bent over row, which honestly is a brutal superset with deadlifts because in order to stabilize the bent over row position, you're still engaging your glute and hamstring muscles to keep this all working. Weights just outside my feet, setting up kind of like a conventional deadlift. You're gonna inhale from the bottom, and then as you exhale in one smooth motion, we're gonna explode up. Next superset, we're gonna be pairing a hip thrust with a push-up variation. Now, obviously, we do not have access to a ton of weight, so I'm always looking for ways to make less weight feel more challenging. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab my medium band, positioning this just above knee height. I'm actually gonna start this exercise with my knees together, and then as I raise up, I'm going to pull that band apart. So now we're not just working the hip extension function of the glutes, but we're also getting some abduction as well as hip external rotation. Now that our glutes are burning, we're moving into a push-up variation, getting into a plank, stepping down to your elbows. Then from this bottom position, we're gonna stay low as we step out with the hands and then push it back up. Ooh, she is a nasty girl. I hate to break it to you, but that is barely the first half of this 30-minute workout. I'm gonna finish this up real quick, but if you wanna do the full workout with me, just search Too Busy Full Body in the Team Plans app. I'll put a link down below so you can get 7 days free. Let's go. So I've got to leave literally this second if I want to fit in a run before the sun is setting. You have to be kidding me. It's always when we're in a rush. Good job, buddy. Today we have got an easy run, so I don't really care if we're stopping. My goal is to just keep the effort so that I can be nose breathing or talking comfortably, which I'm already feeling a little out of breath, but I don't know if that's because I'm just starting. Slow. Okay, up, 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 up. One of my big goals for this block of training is to get to 4 days of running per week. So 2 easy, then 1 harder and 1 longer run, which honestly is gonna be a push for me to do consistently. The prettiest sky. So my plan is to just be really flexible with my training. And even if it's not 4 runs, to try to get in 4 days of aerobic or like cardio activity. Doing this last bit fast and done. Now we're gonna put a baby to bed. Today we have got, you guessed it, a full body workout with the boys. Joke, they will be playing baseball. I will be working out. I don't normally work out in a gym setting, so I wanted to kind of freestyle today's training. We started with dynamic stretching, then moved into our first superset. Here we've got a lateral step down for single leg strength. I like to hold the weight on the opposite side of my working leg as this increases the stability demand to keep your hips even. We are then supersetting that with a lateral box jump. I don't know why this felt less scary than jumping forward, but this is a great lower impact plyo to build speed and strength. Now, I still get some gym anxiety, like that's not the right term, but it takes me time to settle into a new gym setting. So keeping it simple, seated overhead press, a classic superset with a push press to keep it explosive. At this point, I was in my element, feeling confident. So we're trying a landmine variation of the hip thrust. A landmine means you've got the barbell set up with one end on the ground as a pivot point and the other end loaded. It was a bit awkward to set up, but the benefit of this is that you can load more weight than with a dumbbell while still being more stable than a barbell, which again allows you to load more weight. I liked it once I got going. I would do it again. Now, because I'm a sick individual, I superset that with a single leg plyo thrust. Don't be deceived by the body weight only. If you're truly pushing and lifting those hips through full extension, you will be hurting. I wanted to do one more strength and plyo superset. One of my favorite exercises is the push-up. It was an enemies to lovers story. Basically, when I switched to home workouts in 2020, I realized my push-ups were incredibly weak, so I hated them initially, but it's only because they challenged me. And now I'm out here doing declines, little hops, and they make me feel so strong in my body. Now, we have not hit the backside of our upper body, so I'm putting an injury prevention circuit on the end, picking up the slack for anything we may have missed with an extra emphasis on core and hip stabilizers, as these are so important to preventing injury with higher impact training.
But I utterly exhausted myself.
We're supposed to be doing hill repeats today, but we just got a massive dump of snow. Jeff has got a sore throat. It's also very cold, and it has taken literally every ounce of motivation I have to not do this run on the treadmill. What have we got? A jacket, a neck warmer, a sweater, spare socks. I also packed my ice shoes just in case. These have got little spikes that are built into the bottom. I also have a hat because I really don't want to wash my hair today. I'm really trying to get outside for this run, but I just feel like the universe is sending me a different message. So we will be doing today's run on the treadmill. You can see the wind blowing in my hair because the treadmill is in the garage. So we're still kind of half outside. I am really trying to turn it around, but I am just feeling so discouraged right now. Like, I can't even tell you why I'm feeling so discouraged. I feel like this was a setback for sure, but I feel like I could cry right now, and I don't know why. And I mean, like, I can't say it out loud, right? Because then you start to feel it. Running has not been easy for me, and I know that it's normal to feel this way, like whenever you're starting a new journey. And I know I'm not a newbie runner, okay? Like, I'm an intermediate runner, fine, but it's still new to me. Running's been really tough. It's really pushed me, and I feel like since starting training for a half marathon and actually speaking my goals out loud, right? Saying that, like, okay, I'm not just gonna run a half marathon, I'm gonna race a half marathon. I wanna have a good time. I wanna have not like an elite time, but like a competitive time. Ever since speaking that into existence, I mean, I'm proud of myself for saying it and for committing to my goals and saying them out loud and holding myself accountable. But I've been spending more time in the running communities online. Right now you get everything on your For You page, but also in like Reddit threads and forums and articles, and I'm reading all these things. And I feel like I still fall prey to the whole not feeling like a real runner thing. Of course, that's where my camera cuts off, right, as we're getting into our feelings. But there are a lot of people who have a lot of thoughts on treadmill running, especially in the online space. There's some people who think it's a cop-out, who think it's so much easier, who say, you know, good for you for like doing your little treadmill running. It's not real running. It's not going to translate to when you're racing or when you're road running, which logically, do I agree with? No, because I've seen my paces translate. I actually sometimes find it easier to run outside and to hold pace. Today I was just really attached to running outside. I was looking forward to doing my hill repeats. I researched the hill. I looked at it on Google Maps. I did the little street view. I dragged the little man in and I looked around. I thought that area looked safe. But no, alas, it was not meant to be. Okay, so I just finished filming for the Team Plans app. I'm always so jazzed up after our workouts together. So I also filmed one of these whiteboard videos, which I have been loving. I've been loving playing teacher. I've been posting these mainly to TikTok just because they're too long for YouTube Shorts. But today we did a question reply to a girl who was asking how to make a full body split work for training around a 12K run, which I feel like is relevant because we're talking about a week of workouts, a week of training. So I'm training for a half marathon right now. I'm training to run it with speed, and by speed, like I mean fast for me. But the reason I recommend a full body split is because it truly is, regardless of your goal, regardless of your ability level, the most versatile split, the most flexible way to schedule your strength training, whether you're doing weightlifting, whether you're doing Pilates, athletic style training, because you hit every muscle, every workout, you can get by with less workouts per week. And there are so many reasons, there's so many benefits to this. I feel like I need a whole video to talk about the power of committing to less so that you can accomplish more. It goes into the psychology of habit formation, but also into the physiology of appetite regulation and why doing less structured activity is actually better for your metabolism and makes it easier to be consistent. We are rambling. Let me know though if you'd like a more in-depth series on full body training. So I'm about to go for a 2-hour run and I am excited about it. I could not get ready fast enough. I could not get out of that house any quicker. Like even filming this, I'm just raring to go. I'm tip tapping. I'm ready. I don't know if this is runner's high, but I feel like I need that hit. This must be how dogs feel when they know you're about to go for a WALK. I don't have a playlist. I don't have a podcast. We might raw dog this. We're going bushwhacking. We're not in a bog right now. Do you think you're hunting? Yeah, so it took me the first 40 minutes to really catch my breath today. Mile 5. Turkeys. Mile 6. Okay, so I'm having a panic attack. The music just turned off. I have 2 phones. I have a work phone and I have a personal phone. My personal phone, the music turned off on it. I don't know where it is. Yeah, so never mind. Disregard everything I previously said. It was just on the other side of my vest. I've been running uphill for like the last 30 minutes. Little steps. Little steps. Come on, buddy. Today has been a very unintentional trail and hill run. Good. Okay. Good. I think the trail's clear. It looks like there's a trail over here. Ooh. Nope. There's a fence. Okay. Around we go. Mile 8. Last big uphill. And we made it. Careful. Careful. I feel like I've hit that peak point in my run where my legs are like a little bit numb tingly, but in the best way possible. Careful, careful. Mile 12, and like that, we're done. Since starting this block of training, I have been taking my long runs as just completely freestyle, fartlek runs, have a good time, go out and explore nature, look at things that are pretty, go see trails, go see hills, have fun with Riker, and
I was taking it mostly easy today until I saw that we only had a few miles left and that I was on pace to hit right around a 2-hour half, which I don't actually think I've ever done before. So kind of crazy that we may have done it on a day that we also ran hills and trails. I don't know when I actually crossed that threshold, but that gives me a lot of confidence for the spring.